this man DSP might be panicking soon. It's looking like he's really worried because, well, boys, today is tomorrow, and oh god, Dark Side Field is in the bowl. Now, DSP is in the bowl for today because it seems like this man is now having a fight against the trolls and he's panicking. All right, he's panicking. Allegations that they are levying against him because now he is fighting against people trying to get his Twitch channel unpartnered. Even though he hasn't went live on his Twitch in over
he's not
2
using Twitch,
years.
right?
So why does he care if it gets unpartnered or not? I don't know. But we have DSP laments over a detractor campaign that caused him to get removed from the Twitch partner program.
Wasn't that a long ass time ago?
Detractors launched a canceled
I fucking hate that term. Detractors.
DSP campaign. This is true. I've already seen the posts about it, the stupid Discord chats. My detractors got together and decided that they wanted to try to get me deplatformed everywhere. So they put together a highlight reel of my worst moments ever. Jokes that I had made 15 years prior that didn't even apply to the modern DSP. Things that...
I mean... what is the modern DSP that's so different from the old DSP? That's
nothing.
The real question we gotta
I've seen
ask
nothing.
Here. Yo, I gotta know
nothing.
in the comments down below. There's some real DSP heads out there. Please tell me in the comments. What is the difference between DSP now and DSP 15 years ago?
Nothing.
Because from all my research, it seems like he's about them near, if not the exact same man. Like not much has changed. I guess he stopped jacking off on stream, so I guess something good came out of the 15-year difference. He matured a little bit, but outside of that, I don't know what really changed. Also, hype up the video and subscribe if you're new. Yo, we're trying to hit 32K.
weren't ever said on Twitch or YouTube, things that are like ancient. They also attempted to take things that were completely out of context. So it sounds like I'm saying something far worse than what I was actually saying. They made a montage of this content, and then they spam messaged places such as Twitch TV's partner program, saying, how could you platform this guy? Look at the things he said and done over the years. Now, some places didn't give two shits. Like YouTube's like, what the hell is this nonsense? Don't bother us with this shit. You're stupid. But Twitch was dumb.
That's what they
to
said,
say,
right?
oh, look at this stuff he said in the past, without taking it in context, without seeing how old it was, without even seeing if it was said on Twitch, which it wasn't, and they actually kicked me out of their partner program as part of that.
This man DSP is something else. The consequences of my actions. Now, the thing about YouTube is it's actually really hard to get someone unpartnered in the YouTube partner program, right?
Really?
It's extremely hard. Like, the only way you can get unpartnered is if YouTube has flagged you enough times, or if the automated system just flags you, right? YouTube doesn't take outside judgment for their partner program. They just don't. But like, obviously a platform like Twitch that doesn't even have an algorithm, right? Twitch doesn't even have an algorithm. Yes, they use more human systems for that. But altogether,
I've seen a couple of people get taken down, but
it is a big
never anybody like.
It is a big W for YouTube, even though Phil Burnell, I want to be honest here, he shouldn't be on any platforms. Let's just say that. I would say at least YouTube has its own internal systems that work. Now, does it work perfectly? Hell no, because Dale is also on YouTube for some reason, even though he got banned almost 6 years ago. Somehow they let him back on, I'm assuming. I don't know. He might just be banning for all I know. Now, why does he care? I don't know why this man cares that he was unpartnered, by the way. Same with EDP. Well, they got rid of EDP though. EDP was a nightmare though. You got to think about EDP though. There's a difference. Like, EDP, that man was dead to rights, and there was like actual news articles being written on.
This man literally gets on Kick and on YouTube, and it's always the same rhetoric. I'm not saying he begs all the time like everyone else, because again, I don't sit and fucking try to be like everyone else and just jump on a bandwagon. I actually watched a lot of his streams just to see what the hell was going on, and I was just curious for myself. I wanted to know what exactly is happening. Why are people saying that he is, you know, a beggar? And it's not the fact that he's begging. It's when he's asking for donations. I've never watched a streamer. I've never watched any creator sit there and completely sidetrack the entire experience of their stream to ask for contributions from their audience and withholding entertainment value because they're not getting funding from their audience. Like, yeah, some people do this for the money, some people do it for fun, but realistically, we're all going to try and get paid at some point because this is going to turn into a job for a lot of people. And not having supplemental income and this is all you're getting, I can see the desperation where you're like, oh, you guys need to, give me money, give me money. And it's weird to me.
DDP. This man, Darkside Phil, hasn't streamed on Twitch since 2021. It has been over 5 years since he has streamed on Twitch, by the way. And for some reason, he is kicking and screaming that he is somehow being targeted. Because Twitch, how could they take away my... They probably were just like, man, you don't even stream up here. You was probably like the easiest one to get rid of. They were like, who cares? He doesn't even stream on the platform. You don't make them any money, right? It's just like if YouTube got rid of a dead channel, like deleted a dead channel that doesn't watch videos anymore or make any kind of content. Like, yeah, it just makes sense. You gotta slim up the platform a little bit. You gotta really streamline
there was probably
it.
somebody
And even
who
other people, like Felted Imp. We have not talked about Felted Imp since the Jomha saga. He hasn't been a Twitch partner since 2021. Wait, hold up. You're telling me he hasn't been a Twitch partner since 2021? Excuse me? So you're telling me he's just lying
basically saying that
he's just lying altogether.
That's what it is.
He has not been a Twitch partner since 2021, which is
it's another stream of income for him that was taken away, which I can understand why you'd be a little bit annoyed by that and still mentioning it and stuff. So, I'm gonna give him some grace on that, because it would be very annoying to finally get to the partner program and then it get removed. Now, that's not the reason he stopped streaming on that. He stopped streaming as he was removed from the partner program. And I don't remember the details behind it, so someone's going to have to go and do their research for themselves. But there was a reason. There was an actual reason they removed him.
The same year he stopped streaming on Twitch. So why is he bringing up him getting unpartnered from the partner program now, 5 years later? I was a little confused because he hasn't streamed on Twitch or talked about never going back on there. I'm highly confused now at why he's... I thought you were covering something super old. No, this is recent. Why is he bringing it up 6 years later?
Because he's still bothered by it.
He can't stop lying, by the way, chat. He just can't stop lying. But speaking about lying, he's also a master. I don't even know about master manipulator. I feel like if you are a decent person with a decent head on your shoulders, you would probably see this man's tricks coming from a mile away, but there's some people out there that get tricked by him. Sadly, they get tricked by him because we have robust self-awareness. And essentially in this clip, it is DSP telling his followers about online safety. And the online safety is don't ever donate to people that are shady. And we're talking about DSP here.
I remember what it was.
Literally calling the kettle black.
Whenever you're on the internet, take everything with a grain of salt. Be skeptical of everyone around you. Yeah, do not take stuff for granted. Do not believe everything that you're told. Never, ever, ever give out your personal information to someone that you don't know.
I like how this man is telling people, don't believe it, all right? Don't believe everything on the internet.
101,
says the guy that for years used his tax situation to get donations. This man is the most shadiest person talking about something. Hey, just let you guys know, a little word of advice from old Papa DSP. Hey, there's some shady people out there that will lie to you for their benefits. And it's the guy that literally lied about his taxes. For years on end, this man was on the verge of going bankrupt. He was on the teetering.
I'm sorry not to interrupt, but I just like the choice in words here where it says accountability. Description, accountability. So don't donate.
Edge, and the
That just
$2
lined up.
donation was gonna put him back in the green. So don't donate to DSP then. Exactly. How is it possible this guy supports himself streaming? There's a lot of dents out there somehow. And I'm gonna be honest here, I think it's Asmongold. Like everyone asks, like, how does
No
DSP make
way.
enough money to support himself? I feel like
No
DSP was on the cusp
way.
of collapse, and then Asmongold revived his channel by doing
Oh
that
yeah,
interview
no,
with him.
okay, yeah.
So again,
I agree to that because I didn't know who he was until Asmon brought him on and did that little interview, which, as somebody who's around so many people, it felt so cringe. And the conversation, there was something that was mentioned during that he never answered. He completely, quote unquote, what's the term? He deflected from the question and completely changed the conversation, and they didn't go back to that topic. I'll find it and I'll put it in the post clip for you guys.
Ask people in real life to try to stalk people in real life. That's when it gets crazy.
So
that's when you.
It's kind of like It's kind of like professional wrestling, right? Where it's like some people like they understand that it's kind of a joke and it's for fun, and like there's like tongue-in-cheek humor to it. But there's some people that take it too far.
I would agree with that statement. Yes.
And while we're on the topic of wrestling, there has been.
Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Preface it.
I just want.
Go ahead.
I'm not. Oh no, I'm not going to preface it. Actually, I want to say something different. Actually, before we start, because here's the problem, which you may not be aware of.
Right.
Okay. And by the way, I want to thank you for giving me this platform, being able to speak with you today, because you have a ridiculous amount of viewership, and this is awesome that I get to actually talk with you and say my piece and all this. So thank you for that.
Of course.
FYI, I'm in a unique situation. I have so many detractors. Okay. That when you react to my stuff, you watch a detractor video or whatever, you might think, hey, well, this is cool. I'm giving Phil the rub, right? I'm watching some of Phil's content today. Maybe some people will head over and check him out or whatever. And that's a positive outcome from you watching my content.
Yes.
Supporting a shady person, who would have known? This is like the 1990s Sonic the Hedgehog show telling you about stranger dangers and bad touch, but it was Sonic the whole time.
Do not send money to people you don't know or gifts. Nothing like that. You have to understand.
And don't send money or gifts. Bro, there ain't no way this man is legit. There is zero way this man is legit.
Isn't that his whole thing?
Don't send no gifts.
Contributions.
Unless it is to me.
I didn't get any contributions to supporting the stream.
There is no
I didn't get any contributions. These guys are grifters.
Are you actually kidding me? Clear his throat saying that? Yeah, he did. He cleared the mucus. All right, he cleared the mucinex out of his throat saying that shit. And yet, this is the guy telling you not to donate to people on the internet. By the way, this is the guy giving you the internet safety tips.
All right, well, guys, it's time for pack rips. But during the entire time that I played Marvel Tokon, let's see, I didn't get actually $5. We started Marvel Tokon at 226. We end over 2 hours of gameplay, and we're at 231. So literally no one supported Marvel Tokon whatsoever. One person, Chocoboko. That was it. A single person. Well, it doesn't bode well for this game. I don't have money to do it.
Guys, I'm not going to play the game anymore because you guys didn't pay me to play it.
I don't have money to do it.
This man is literally saying within the first 2 hours of him streaming, by the way, he has over $200 in donations. Chat, I'm lucky to get a beautiful 2 from Mr. Blade. See, I'm lucky to even get $1 out of y'all.
Bruh.
This man is talking about how he made almost over $260 in 2 hours.
Bro, this man has literally made hundreds and thousands of dollars in a couple of days. He's made that, what was it, the $2,000 dono? And what happened after that? He said that most of it's gone because he spent it on buying packs. So he can do DSP pack rips. And he's charging people to open up cards that he purchased from their previous donations so he can open them for himself instead of giving away the cards and stuff like that. And there's a reason for not, okay, playing devil's advocate here. There's a reason for not giving away the cards that he gets just because of, people's personal information. But there's ways to make that work. There's so many ways to make that work. And he just doesn't want to pay the cost of shipping if it's international. which is really not breaking the bank, especially if you're just sending fucking playing cards to people.
And I'm supposed to feel bad for him. I'm supposed to feel like he might go homeless that day. There's no way he's legit. He's legit telling people, hey, don't donate to anyone on the internet unless it's me.
And there are people who are malicious on the internet, and they will try to take advantage of a gullible person. Particularly, they're looking for people who seem lonely, who don't have friends, and who want to talk with people all the time on the internet. They're going to prey on you. They're looking for you. They're casing you. Get it? It's a case. Where like, oh, is this person getting in the archetype of the person I'm trying to get? Someone who kind of wants someone to talk to, and I talk to them for a bit. Next thing I know, I get them to send me shit. You got to be very careful about this kind of stuff, because there's people who make a living doing it. I'm going to repeat what I just said. There's people on the internet who make a living scamming people, impersonating and or catfishing them, making shit up.
It's almost like he's talking about himself. It's almost like he's talking about himself, Chad. Altogether, this man is legitimately just self-snitching. There's no way he said all this and he was just like, yep, but it's not me. I'm not the one doing it. Right, Chad? Right? It's not. I'm an upstanding citizen. Like you feel? Hell no. Not like Phil. Phil would never do any of these things that he's alleging others would do.
Dude.
Ever. Think a man this blissful, just looking like a saint praying to his God, the Mega Man gods in the air? You think he would ever take advantage of anyone in their desperation, in their lonely lives for money?
Brother.
No. He would never.
I'm a multi-millionaire. But continuing on, because then this man continues to blame trolls. All right. Except for now, he's blaming trolls with physical threats. He's threatening to physically harm trolls. Any troll. Yeah. At all. Hey, if you're a troll, you're gonna get them hands. And you know he's been working out. DSP claims a troll threatened to beat up someone if they didn't cancel his food order on him, and then gave him special treatment afterwards for being a YouTuber.
Wavezone says, I watched your DSP tries it where you tried the British food and you really liked it. Did you try it again? Do you want to know the truth? My wife and I, outside of DSP tries it, ordered again. It was not nearly as good. Okay. Do you want to know what I think happened? I can explain. You want to know what I think actually happened? Okay.
You want to know what I think happened?
So, if you remember, it was about a year and a half ago. There's a place that does meat pies in downtown Renton. That's the town I live in, right? So I ordered the food. And if you remember, there was kind of a mistake or a mess thing that got messed up. The order got delayed. Here's what actually.
As somebody who's talking about online safety, why would you? Now, not everybody knows this information. Maybe I'm just one of the people who's late to the party. I don't know these things. I don't really follow his life in that regard. I know what information is readily available, but he just told people where he lives, what town he lives in. You know how easy it is to pinpoint where he lives now? Are you stupid, sir? Are you actually stupid? There's a reason my setup and everything is very curated to a specific environment exposure. There are people who can pinpoint where you live based off of the sun. Oh my God, you are dumb. Sorry, you are dumb.
And this happens from time to time, just so you guys know. A troll actually called the restaurant and said, oh, I want to cancel my order. Now, what's messed up is obviously it wasn't really me, but a troll called the restaurant on the phone and said, I just placed an order via like DoorDash, but I want to cancel my order.
He used his real name.
And they were like, no, you have to do it through DoorDash. You can't just call us. You have to cancel through DoorDash. And apparently the person went into a swearing tirade with the employee on the phone, threatening them, saying, you better cancel the order. I'm going to come down there and like kick your ass or something like that. Like it was actually like they were threatening the person on the phone. Okay? So the person hung up the phone and canceled the order, actually afraid that someone was going to come to the store. All right? So all of a sudden, as I was tracking my order for those meat pies, I saw that the order had been canceled. I said, what? I didn't cancel the order. So I called the restaurant and they were like, you just called us irate, swearing at us, telling us to cancel.
So I just looked it up because I had to know for sure that you can use a nickname for DoorDash and stuff. They let the drivers use fake names, so like nicknames and stuff. Okay, so they took that out. Okay, so they took that out. So if that's still a feature where you can put a nickname for DoorDash, he should be doing that. He should be doing that. That's a no-brainer.
So the order, I said, no, I didn't. I said, I'm sorry. These idiots do this. They're really messed up. They're unhinged. You know, the order was legit. And they said, all right, if you put in another order, we'll do it right away. We'll make sure. So I put in a second order and they did it right away. And if you remember, the food was fantastic. You remember that, right? Like it was like really good. The portion sizes were good. It tasted great. Okay.
Did you guys taste it? Was it good?
Completely outside of that. All right. On one of my days off later that year, I did order the food again. It wasn't good.
So this happened a long time ago?
The meat pies had shrunk way small. Damn. The sides didn't taste fresh. Like everything we ordered, we were incredibly disappointed. We spent a ton of money. And it was like we weren't even full. We ate the food. We were like, oh. So what I actually think happened was, because of the mix-up with the troll and everything, the place knew that I was a YouTuber and that I was going to do a review. So they purposefully gave me really, really good food to be sure that I would give the place a good review. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure, but that's my honest experience of what happened. Okay?
If there was a huge jump of time between when he first did the order and then the second one, because he literally just stated like it was a huge time between both orders. So many things have happened in the economy for restaurant businesses to completely change how they do business as far as portions of food. Are you dense? He's dense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know any better. I shouldn't be mean. I shouldn't make fun of the special people of the internet. But this is a very special individual.
After that second time we ordered there, we never ordered there again, and we decided we're not going to, because if it was so ridiculously different of an experience the second time we ordered, we realized anytime we order, it could be good, it could be bad. And we don't want to spend a lot of money on something like that if it's bad. And it was legit bad that second time we ordered it.
I'm gonna find that restaurant.
Maybe it was just a case they were literally just having an off day. That could be. And that happens at restaurants, you know, especially local businesses. They have an off day, they're getting slammed, or maybe their cook called out and they got to fill in. Maybe that's the case, but they're pricey. So because of that, we were like, nah, we're just not going to go back. And we haven't. It's been over a year and we never went there again.
Brother really is just telling them fantastical tales, all right? He did not tell this tale on the DSP tries, but now, all right, now, years later, he will gladly tell this tale. So what, a troll could do it again? Like, I don't understand. And then for some reason, he might as well just sit there and just be like, hey man, place probably could have just, you know, did a little shrinkflation. I don't think they gave you good food and gives everyone else bad food. That just makes no sense. You're telling me they have a freezer full of good, delicious food that everyone would want to eat, but they gave only you, because you're a YouTuber, good food, but they give everyone else that slop bowl, right? They give everyone else that slop bowl, the nastiness. Come on. There is no way this man is actually out here believing that he is important enough to get a slop bowl, or not to get a slop bowl, because he's a YouTuber. Like, you're telling me a restaurant would literally tank their own quality of food that they have, by the way. It's not even that they don't have it. They have that food, but they won't serve it to anyone else but YouTubers. Come on, Arrow, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It couldn't have just been, you know, the recession hitting and basically they had to lower the food quality to stay in business. It couldn't be that at all. They knew DSP was a YouTuber, but for some reason, by the way, him using the exact same account, because he never said he used a different account, to order on DoorDash that food. For some reason, they just didn't mark him down as, hey, if there's a YouTuber named DSP, make sure he gets the good slop bowl. All right, he shouldn't get the bad slop bowl. There is zero
there's no way
reason that this man actually thinks that makes any sense. If they know you're a YouTuber, why would they just not mark you down as a YouTuber? And just anytime you order, give you the good slop bowl. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
this fantastical tale just makes no sense at all.
Like,
but
they don't
yes,
care.
Boys, that is the story of DSP. All right, this man at all times is being attacked. Some troll somewhere is doing something.
Brother,
Never no peace in this life, sadly. It's so sad to see this man going down this path of just blaming everyone around him instead of himself. Like Gideon, that man would rather blame an iOS 14 device on his mistakes than just realizing maybe I did something wrong,
brother.
And instead of that,
all right, anyway, that's crazy. So to put it in a nutshell, you mean to tell me that DSP is still bringing up things that happened a very long time ago? The Twitch thing happened, what was it, 2021, so 5 years ago? Come on, brother. Just let it go. We got it. We understand. You were wronged, and you were removed from the Twitch program, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't really care about Twitch as a content creator, and that's because Twitch is a very weird site. If you got in early, you're going to benefit from it. You have to do a whole lot of work outside of Twitch to even get any type of traction on Twitch. So, for one, bad idea. Two, it's been 5 years. You move to another platform, YouTube and Kick, and you're getting donos from those people on both of those platforms. Granted, one of them has more trolls than the other. Two, why are you telling these tales from years ago? Get over it. Move on. And another thing is, every single time your stream is brought up anywhere, and people have shown your stream in its entirety, and not out of context, by the way, you're constantly asking for donations to open up cards that you purchased with the previous donations, and if they don't donate it, you pretty much act as if the world is ending and these people aren't supporting you, or this content isn't getting supported, or this isn't getting supported. You literally had people donate to you in order for you to complete Dark Souls 2. I don't understand that at all, because if you were enjoying the game, granted, you were having a bad time. You were really having a bad time. But you started it on stream with the intent of what? Just making money off of your stream doing it? That doesn't seem like somebody who enjoys video games. You just sound like somebody who's trying to see what video games get him the most money. And if I could be completely honest with you, as a person who views other streamers and watches people, and I don't normally watch streamers. I genuinely try not to watch streamers, but sometimes I'm bored and I want to watch something entertaining, so I look for entertaining people. Even if you're sucking at the game, dude, lock in and understand. You know your audience wants to see you rage, then double down. You want to make this money from your content, double down on the raging, okay? Because that's what you do. Do you understand? Does it make sense to you? Are you following? Or is this going to be one of those instances where nobody understands content but you? You're the only guy in the entire sphere that understands how content creation works and how streaming works. Because clearly you don't. You keep saying you've been here before these people, and you're going to be here after these people. Yet these people are pulling in thousands of viewers, hundreds and thousands of dollars in sponsorships. You can't get proper sponsorship or viewership. I just started my journey, and there's so many things that I know from watching other things and doing the actual research and homework and really trying to cultivate what I'm doing here. And you're missing the mark every single time. I'm not saying you're a bad dude. I'm not saying you're a piece of shit. I'm not saying you're a lol cow. I'm not saying you're a beggar. No, to be completely honest with you, I think you have the potential to actually skyrocket your career in the trajectory that you honestly want. But you got to stop thinking you're bigger than you are and start really seeing yourself for the way everyone else sees you. You can either double down on this, or you can continue on the same path you're going. There are people who probably started YouTube accounts today who are going to be way ahead of you in viewership and sponsorships and stuff in the next 2 years. Don't get left behind because you think you know better than everyone and everyone's an idiot, everyone's dumb, everyone's a detractor, everyone's a hater. Bro, you're on the internet.
Welcome home.
You have a chance to win. And I'm not malicious in any way. I could care less. But as a man who can see another man trying his hardest, I want you to win, Phil. I really, really, really want you to win. And the only way you're going to win is by getting out of your own way. And that's all I got, okay? I'm not going to go any further into this, but I hope DSP gets it together. And, you know, who knows? I might cover it again. Or maybe not. But sometimes the cucumber tastes better pickled. I love that saying. Doesn't make sense.